Hey guys, Sandy here, and today I'm scrapbooking these two photos of my daughters and my husband and I when we went to Black Bear Diner for my youngest daughter's birthday. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing with these, but I think I'm going to kind of go in this direction. I understand that this is not really a farm kind of situation, but I think I can do something fun with this stuff from the Brutus Monroe Farmhouse Friends Inspiration Kit with the Black Bear Diner stuff. And I also have a bear cut file that I'm going to go pull out. So let's see what I can do. So I have these papers, and this paper is from Close to My Heart. I really liked the kind of like whitewashed wood grain plank pattern that was on there. I just went ahead and placed that on some black cardstock, and I'm going really basic with this cut file, and I'm not exactly sure where this cut file came from. All I know is that my friend Jojo gave it to me when we were at Big Bear Lake. So I'm not exactly sure where it came from, you guys. Now I decided to go super basic, and I just chose a piece of khaki color cardstock, and I am just outlining the outside of the entire cut file with my pencil, and then I'm going to fussy cut that bad boy out. So if you are working with cut files and you outline the outside of the cut file, then the only thing you have to do is cut slightly in from whatever mark that you use. So slightly in from your pencil or slightly in from your pen. And then you will have a perfect backing for your cut file. As long as you don't cut too far in. You know, it's a science. You got to figure it out. All I knew is that I really didn't want the cut file to take center stage on my layout, and that might be a little weird because a lot of the times when I use cut files, they are like boom, front and center. This is the main part of the layout, but really this ends up kind of being a big photo mat, and I'm okay with that. And see, it looks just like a bear now. So I go ahead and take that cut file and place it over top of the bear just to test it out. And I am living dangerously because I do not grab my cut file mat. Yes, I have a specific cut file mat that I use when I am gluing cut files down. It's because I want to keep my main craft mat, my big pink one here, nice and neat. So if I have the cut file craft mat, I don't have to worry about it. So I go ahead and add some adhesive. I put the bear on the bottom part of the page because the bear definitely does not need to be hanging out and floating around on the page. If he's at the bottom, it's kind of understood that he's standing on the ground. However, if he was kind of up at the top, then you would be like, what the heck are you doing, Sandy? And I would be like, what the heck am I doing, Sandy? So there is that. This is a piece of glitter stock. This is also from Brutus Monroe, and it is not large enough to fully mat my photos, but that is okay. I do use a lot of 6x8 paper pads or 6x6 paper pads, and those bad boys are not big enough to fully mat a 4x6 photo either, and that's okay. I have taken to doing this kind of thing, or I could trim down my photos, but I really didn't want to trim down the photos. I wanted the photos to have their full effect. So I took the little card panel that came in my Brutus Monroe kit, and I'm just going to go ahead and line that up so that there is photo mat on the left hand side of the photos as well. And then as you can see, it kind of sticks out above the glitter cardstock so that the photo mats are a little bit off kilter. And I'm just using my grid marks on my mat just to make sure that I'm getting the the angles and everything, like everything is even. Mind is blanking, you guys. Mind is completely blanking. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that down, and then as you can see, it's all pieced together. So I pull out my wondrous washi tape. So this is just it's kind of like the back of a layout, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and washi tape that down for security. And then I am going to mat my photos basically over top of the bear. And like I cover up a huge amount of the bear, but you can definitely tell that it is still a bear. Like there's no looking at this and going, oh man, what animal is this? Now this little fence thing also came in my farmhouse friend's kit. I hope I'm calling it the right name. And then I also have this stain pen, and it is really awesome. It's just got like a little bit of stain inside of it, and I'm using it just to darken up my fence. I'm also going to use it on another project, so I'm super excited to be doing that one, and that one's more of a home decor project. That one really isn't scrapbooking. So I just go ahead and it's really easy. You just click it to make the stain come out of it. I don't know why I'm calling it junk. It's not junk. Gave it a little bit of a kind of like a shake to get it to come out, and then it splattered a little bit, and that's okay. I was really hesitant to twist it to make the stuff come out in a big way. I was definitely being conservative, and I was being so conservative because I know I want to use this on another project, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough. And I know that that might seem weird, but I feel like my other project is going to take a lot of it. So I'm going to use some glue dots just to glue this down. And I just really like the way that this looks, and I just really like the texture that it gives to my layout. I kind of stretch out the glue dots to make them go completely over a fence post, and then I'm just placing it right over top of my photo mats and my photos. So I'm really liking the way that this looks. At this point, I'm thinking I need to add something up here. So I pull out this tree stencil, and then I'm just going to place it behind my photo so it's kind of like peeking out. I use some purple tape to hold it in place. And yes, if you haven't heard me, I did not stutter. It is purple tape and not purple tape, because that is how we say it in this house. Now this was the glitter glaze of the month, and it is walnut something. Let me grab my little swatches here. I swatched out my glitter glazes on white. Still need to swatch them on black. Thank you, Crystal and Amber, for that idea to do. So it is Walnut Sparkle, and it is a super, super sparkly glitter glaze. Like, it's gorgeous. So I just place that over top of the tree. I wipe off my little thing, and I pop it up, and I'm in love. Like, I just love it. It's beautiful. So I go off to clean my stencil, and I come back. And now I've got to like straighten up this a little bit. So it is still wet up there, and I'm thinking, should I bring in some of these stamps? I really want to play with these stamps because I think the little animals are adorable, and that look that the sheep is giving on the stamp set just, I don't know, kind of melts my heart. I just really love it. But ultimately, I felt like they didn't really fit with the whole black bear diner kind of feel that I had going on. So I decided to grab my thickers, and this black set of thickers are from my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and then these sparkly brown ones are not. They're just from my stash. So I decide the black foam thickers here are going to spell out black bear, and I'm using the line on the wood plank as basically my line to keep my thickers straight. So I'm just going to put on the word black. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I was watching Supernatural with Lana while I was doing this layout, because sometimes I see myself pause and I'm like, why are you pausing? Like, there's no reason for you to pause at this moment, and it must be because something interesting was happening on the television. So I go ahead and get those on there. And it's just a matter of lining them up so they look decent. And then I am going to use these sparkly ones that are kind of a similar color to the walnut sparkle. They're not exact, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I already have kind of like the coppery gold glitter cardstock behind the photos, and then I've got the walnut sparkle glitter glaze, and now I have this glitter color as well. And like I said, completely cool with the different sparkly metals. So this just says Black Bear Breakfast. And then I'm going to take my Muji pen in the 0.38 size. It's my absolute favorite pen. And I'm going to add just a little bit of journaling down at the bottom here. And I talk about how it was Lana's birthday and she wanted to go out to breakfast. So we went to Black Bear. And don't worry your pretty little heads, guys. I do add adhesive to these thickers that spell out the word breakfast. I just don't do it on camera because you guys have seen me glue letters plenty of times. So no need to watch me do that again. So that is going to wrap up this layout. I'm keeping it pretty simple, pretty bold with the black cut file and all the glitter. So that is going to do it for this layout. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos from me, and also hit the bell. That way you get notified when I post a video. Fun fact, I've been having a video go live every day on YouTube since February 1st, and I am just keeping on going that for as long as I possibly can. Really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you again real soon.